Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, otherwise known as a leFhy or a leaf blower if you happen to be a heathen. If you happen to be one of the righteous people, the Arty players, then it's Fifi La Pew Pew to you. And, well, this one's located on the north-eastbourne of province under the command of Oksydor. Well, I suppose you could have gathered that it was Oksydor's Fifi because 3 marks of excellence on the barrel and of course the Polish flag either side of the gun shield. Yep. Of course Oksydor is a proud Pole and he's a member of OLIMP, as am I. In fact, I'm very pleased to be a member of OLIMP. I know other people invited me to join their clan in the past, and yes, I said that I wouldn't do so, but of course I'm not an official member of their clan in terms of active on clan wars or anything like that, but I am a very dedicated Arty player, and so is Oksydor. Oh, we just got a direct hit with a blind shot. A blind hit on somebody who's sitting in there. Second shell didn't impact, but obviously whoever it was pulled back after the first shell hit them. Okay, I learned something very interesting. Oh no, good job he moved. The enemy Arty was paying attention. They saw his tracers and they fired back at the spot where he was on previously. The enemy's got a gorilla and an M41 HMC. Okay, so we just missed that Matilda. He's going to go another shot. Rounds out. Direct hit. Now it means that the enemy Arty is trying to kill him, so he might have to move a little more often. Okay, we've got a Chihi. Rounds out. I heard an Arty shell. I definitely heard an Arty shell, which means that they are probably trying to catch him. And he gets some penetrating shot. T28 took a round in his rear. It went right through. Okay, rounds out on the T28. Just misses him. The Chihi's a one shot. If he can only put the round near him, I think it might be able to take him out. And he gets another hit on the Matilda. Tracked him. Arty. Oh, and he's been hit on the tracks. We now know it's the M41 HMC who does have the range to hit this end of the map. Unfortunately, the Fifi can only hit 75% of the map when he's in one particular position on the map. If you actually want to hit everywhere on the map, you have to move near the center of the map. So he's actually having to change position. He did take track damage, but that's all. The shell landed just somewhere to his right. The Matilda's gone down. Okay, round out the M5. Just hit the roof. If he lets that one settle, it might actually go into the M5, but he was working on the basis the M5 might try to back up. Pretty sure that M41 HMC is going to try again. Rounds out. Direct hit and a pen. Yeah, he just penned the Panzer IV, which of course, as you know, is one of the most dangerous tanks in the battlefield because he's got a very fast fire rate. Rounds out the M8. Just misses him. But he has to come to a halt in that position, and that means that we can hit him. Oh, Arty again. And this time round, he has been damaged. 53 hit points of damage. I reckon he's probably banking on that enemy M41 not getting a direct hit. In fact, he's moving forward whilst he's in the aim view to get a new position. Okay, he's dialing in. M10 RBFM. Lands right alongside him. Don't think it tracked the enemy, but he's changing position even as he moves. Even as he's watching. Going for the M8A1, who backs it, moves forward and backs up again. Let's see if we can get that M10 RBFM with a blind shot. Rounds out. Yes, he does hit him with a blind shot. But the bad news is the enemy's getting quite close on this side of the battlefield, and he might be in sight of the enemy very shortly. Although they did just lose their Panzer III Arsenal J. There's a BT7 there as well. Yeah, I think he's decided he has to get back into the bushes. We're 3 up on the enemy at the moment. Now, this might fool the M41 if he suddenly loses all sight of the tracer. Okay, good. The M8A1 looks a better target at the moment. Rounds out. And he is a one-shot. And potentially that's 20% of the enemy hit pool. Potentially a high caliber for Oksydor. The M10 RBFM has pulled back. And now we've got a Valentine and anti-tank. Rounds out. Bit late, I think. Yep. Now, he'll probably stay behind that building, knowing it's cover. But this T67 here keeps moving backwards and forwards to take a shot. And he took a penetrating shot there. 367. And we've changed positions slightly, just in case the M41 was watching. Okay, the Valentine anti-tank didn't stop, and he's still moving, which could be his undoing. And he does take a hit, but not a penetrating shot. It hit the hull of that Valentine tank. And now he's stopped to take shots, and that could be his undoing. It's not a penetrating shot, but it definitely did badly damage him. Rounds out. That killed him. And that's second kill for Oksydor. Now we've got a BT7 trying to come up via the slope from the valley. Now, the idea with this one is you aim towards the edge of the map, and when you see the line intersected, you know that the target is breaking the field of fire. Oh, but he shotguns him at close range and gets a penetrating shot for 322 hit points. But we were seen. He's changing position to avoid being hit, and that's it, because that's thrown off the enemy Arty at the very least. In fact, the enemy Arty is now under fire because he's being spotted by our M8A1, who's gone in to try and kill him face to face. Might not work out so well for the M8A1. Okay, we're looking away because there is an enemy tank nearby. The M10 RBFM suddenly stopped to take some shots, and he's out the game. 4 shots now, 4 kills for Oksydor. He fires a blind shot in there because an enemy tank, a T67, was hiding in that spot, and he's just around the corner. And he's gone. That means now there's only one enemy tank left. It's the Gorilla. Now he's outside our... Is he outside our range? No, we can hit him from here. There he is. Lined it up. And... oh, the target's killed before we can get the shot off. And that's the end of the game. Here's the end of battle results, and that was yet another ace tanker for Oksydor in the Fifi. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 18 in that game. He got a Gauss medal for doing more damage and exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle, a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy tanks than anyone else on his team. And his winning from that battle, 9,277 Super Unicum Standard and a lot more. Let's have a look at the team scores first, but before we do that, just have a quick look. Yes, there's a lot of penetrations in this one. We'll go through them quickly right now. He actually penetrated the Chi-He, the BT7, that was the one he hit really close. The Valentine, yes, he got a penetration on that guy when he was fairly close. The Chaffee, 366 hit points on them. The T28, he hit that guy in the rear as he was crossing the courtyard in that villa on the other side of the map. And I believe he also got the Panzer III. Actually, I thought it was a Panzer V. In actual fact, it's a III, which is actually a slightly inferior tank. He didn't penetrate the M10, but he did penetrate that T67. The guy he kept poking out to take a shot. And when he did, well, he gave Oksydor a clean shot right into the side of him and got a penetrating shot out of it. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, he definitely got the highest damage in this game, 3,068 hit points. In fact, nobody managed to get more than 2,000 other than Oksydor. In fact, the highest scorer other than Oksydor was the M10 RBFM on the enemy team, who got 1,287, followed by the Stugdrei Ausrungji, who got 933. When it came to kills, it was Oksydor again. He got 4 kills out of that one. 3 kills went to the Stugdrei, and 2 kills went to the M8A1 on his own team, and to the BT7, the Gorilla, and the T67 on the enemy team. In fact, only 6 players on the enemy team actually managed to get kills at all. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's got that one as well, which means he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,143 went to Oksydor, the only player to get over 1,000. 600 went to the T34 1941, so that's nearly double the next XP of the next highest player. And 516 went to the the M5 Stuart on his own team as well. He fired 30 rounds, so still had 20 rounds of ammunition left at the end of the game. 14 direct hits on the enemy, 7 of them were penetrations, and 12 splash. Damage of 3,068 hit points, of which 2,746 were at more than 300 meters, the close one being the BT7, who actually drove right in front of him, and he shot him right in the face and took him out the game. He also got 2 hits by way of splash damage. That came from the M41 on the enemy team. And we can actually see that M41 here, he actually did waste an awful lot of time trying to take out Oksydor. He was getting close, but he wasn't close enough. And in fact, I think he neglected hitting Oksydor's team, the rest of his tanks. And as a consequence, his team ended up losing because he was spending all his time trying to get Oksydor instead of actually trying to damage the enemy tanks. So that didn't work out in their favor. But he did get hit by 2 hits by way of splash, and one of those hits actually did cause damage, and the other one actually just damaged the tracks. 12 enemy vehicles were damaged by Oksydor's shots, 4 were killed, and he also got 63,923 credits for the battle, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 56,048 credits profit, 25 bonds for an achievement, and 1,714 XP for the battle, times 5 for the first victory, 858 for completing a mission, 686 for this being a premium vehicle, and 10,116 experience points altogether. So a great little game there by Oksydor, showing why he's got 3 marks of excellence on the barrel of his howitzer. Yes, he's very, very good. And he doesn't just play top tier, tier 10 games. He actually does play tier 5 and tier 6 and tier 7 as well. So watch out, if you're ever on the EU server, you might come across him. And if you do, then you're going to have a hard job trying to take him out. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.